Hello to all my friends out there. Hi, you guys. It's warm today here in San Diego, but it's nice, so I'm happy about that. I'm up here doing the walking. Today is Sunday, but you guys won't see this until tomorrow afternoon. Okay, I want to mention a channel, and I've mentioned her quite a bit because she's doing a lot of awesome videos. Jan from New York City Saves Money. Go to Jan from New York City Saves Money and subscribe to her because it will really help you. And what she posted was her sister's chocolate chip cookies and the recipe. So I was right on top of that. But what she has been doing that has been so good is money saving tips, but it's also how to just live very frugally. And I mean, they were awesome. Go check that out. You will really benefit. You will like her too because she's lovable. So check out that. So, okay, so I'm coming along on the cookie business. And I think I found my niche since retirement. And so I located a farmer's market. After my son gave me the produce, I thought, wow, I wonder if I was willing to drive 30 miles, I can find a farmer's market. Turns out there's one in the next city by where I live, Santee Certified Farmer's Market. And it's Wednesday, I think 3 to 7, so that is awesome. So I will be checking that out and I will show you. So if you can find a farmer's market and get this fresh grown produce, it's really going, I mean, it's not practical for everyone to grow a garden. And today I jumped up and I ran out there, to see if my plants survive, because I'm telling you, it was awful. My gardening is awful, but they're okay. Okay, and so I want to tell you, the cookies, I have ideas. I'm thinking of ideas. I am a food stylist. How about a jumbo cookie, like a thumbprint cookie, but with various assortments of jam? So you would have a different jam in each bite. I get a lot of joy out of this. So that tells you when you're on the right path. How about a giant cookie of some sort with peanut butter fudge topping? The only problem with that is I gotta find my fudge recipe. Okay, I want to mention another good channel, Disabled and Prepping. I've been following her, maybe a year, and the thing is I can see a big evolution in her videos. And the one that she's trying to help other people, of course. And the one that's helped most is her. So she did a prep, she does like where she gets her food, how she does it. And I think that is very, very helpful. And it helped me a lot because I got a bunch of good ideas. I go, oh, awesome, yeah. Well, what she got was she went to one of these discount stores and she bought a lot of jam because she has a lot of peanut butter. But if you will not run out of fruit if you have jam. You can eat a little on your pancakes. So I thought, wow, that is awesome. Not to speak of the other thing. And it features her dog Care Bear, who is lovable. I go for the lovable channels. Okay, I want to mention a comment, and I really like this comment. Moonwolf, like a wolf, dancer. I'm trying to read the comments, and that is very beneficial. Notebook. Okay, it was a good comment that I loved, and this is just part of it. All in all, you may have to invest a few hours of your precious time into the space. Talking about my front yard. It is my precious time at my age, God knows. The Mormons would call your life a twinkling of the eye. I go, yeah, in that case, I got about a nanosecond left. But I really do feel it is my precious time, and that front yard actually is looking nice. actually, it won't stay good for years. It will stay good for a few months. And I will show you the evolution. And oh, by the way, I saw some cute bushes like the one I have giving me. So over time, it is going to improve. So I'm willing to invest my precious life into my space. I would add a nice large statue. I thought, yeah, I'm liking the idea of a statue. Like a peaceful Buddha. Okay, you guys, my neighbor sells, what is this called? Like artifacts. Like Asian artifacts. And like, I have seen them, but I never thought about purchasing any. A lot of people might say, well, a Buddha is a what do you call it? An idol god, and you shouldn't have them around. What I think is evil people attract evil, and good people attract good. So, and I sell a lot of things, jewelry in particular, that might not be in the way, but it's got that element of beauty to it. And so the neighbors have quite a few Buddhas, and they are very relaxing. I would add a nice large statue like a peaceful Buddha. Oh, here's the part 2. Oh, and stop the negative talk. It can sense it. Talk nicely. Okay. When I first got sober, one of the things that we had to do was get real. We had to stop with everything is fine, everything is, nice, and we had to get real. So I try to keep my my content real. I don't edit my content so that everyone out there will like it, because I think it's useless. Also, I was using my precious time in the backyard, and it's looking a lot nicer. I've been doing the feng shui, and I had done it before, and it does really work. During the Ming Dynasty, the kings would do the feng shui, and it was said that the spirits will walk amongst them. The spirits don't like crappy places. So I really like that comment. But it reminded me of Reverend Jeffs. Okay, Reverend Jeffs was the Mormon. It was the Reformed Mormon church by him. And his wives had to stay sweet. I mean, they were suffering all kinds of unspeakable shit, but they had to stay sweet, or they had to go to an invisible house. You have to go there until you get sweet. Mind you, I'm pretty sure some of the wives were nothing but unpaid slaves and babysitters, etc. But they had to stay sweet. It's an inside job. If you get sweet on the inside, you'll get sweet on the outside. Another thing is like this, there's this thing about don't talk about it and don't think about it, and basically it doesn't exist. But can you walk by a crying child or a starving young man and, it doesn't exist for you? I don't think that is the way to go. Okay, in America, we try to help the other guy. A lot of us say God is raising up an end-time army. I think that is true. Okay, but nonetheless, we don't want to get to the point where we're intolerant. I think that's stupid too. Okay, now I want to talk about a little bit, and I put this at the end so you guys can tune out, because a lot of my followers don't like this. I want to talk about Satan, the great whore, and the dragon. So you might say, Rhoda, why do you put that on your channel? It's bad. You're going to get yourself less views, like not talking sweet. Because I think once you hear it, you cannot be tricked. You will say, uh-oh, that is not good. Are these people being killed in this trade war, etc.? Okay, Satan. Satan is a snake. Satan was in the garden. Possibility Satan was always a spirit because God walked among Adam and Eve and possibly other spirits as well. Satan was a snake. He tempted Eve, and Adam and Eve were thrust out of the garden, thrust basically out of heaven. So now Satan is still alive and doing well. And so when you see killing and you see harms to humans, that is, and Satan would beguile people. And it's still going on, like with wealth, like with, everybody has a different method. So Satan is usually behind the wars. Okay, the great whore. Who in the world could the great whore be? It is strongly possible that the great whore is Lucifer. Lucifer is a beautiful person. Lucifer is a large spirit. And we have a lot of Satanism now, and we have a lot of Luciferianism now in America. And so with Lucifer, also with Satanism, you see all kinds of disagreeable sexual sin. So that's how we know it's them. Then there is the dragon. You know, I think it was very telling in the Game of Thrones, you know, the dragons. So you might say, well, does the dragon really exist? Yes, he does. And he's here on the earth. It's a he, and he is a dragon. You'll notice on a lot of the Asian art, there's dragons, like that little platter. Did you see the dragon? Being aware that these things exist is going to keep you safer. Okay, the dragon can give power to his people that he wishes to. Some of them could be leaders. There's a telling icon, and it was one of the saints, I forgot who, slaying the dragon, and he was locked up. But he has reemerged. And the bad thing about him is he also requires child sacrifices. So Satan, the great whore, and the dragon. I might be talking more about those. We'll see. Okay, now the work of the devil is to rob, to kill, and to destroy. So when we see any forms of robbery, that is not good. And so back to the Christian army. Is the army of God helpful when the army would rob people or kill people in any other form, or destroy people? Or destroy, if like we have a lot of destruction, chaos, poverty, you know, violence, that is not God. Okay, now, the Christians say Jesus was born of Mary and conceived by the Spirit. So, another thing is you will see a dislike for Mary. Strongly possible that the great whore is like an archetype of Mary and Jesus. He wants to be God, right? But when Jesus was on the earth, he would heal the sick. So there's supposed to be a revival coming. So, you know, people are sick, and Jesus would heal the sick, every sickness. So I am the Lord God who changes not. So if he was healing the sick back when, in the Bible times, and then, you know, he was crucified. Feed the poor. I went to a church, the Adventist church, and they would have, I like the Adventist church, they would have a meal after the Saturday service, and a lot of times there wasn't enough food, and the women would pray, and I watched them do this week after week, so I understand the multiplication of food. And they would pray, and they would start breaking the food up, and then they would put it on big platters, and everyone would take a little and every single week, I would see this happen time after time after time. So you might be thinking, oh, these people are on the right track and casting out demons. Okay, now, if you're robbing, killing, and destroying, you probably don't want to cast out demons. The demons are real, the demons are here, but they can be cast out. Another thing I want to mention real quick, then I'm done because it's getting long. These supposed Christians who had come out of the New Age, what I look for when I watch them is, do I hear anything about healing sick, feeding the poor, or casting out demons? Doesn't mean they're not doing it, just I'm not hearing it. So, in our culture, we feed the poor at the food banks. When I was sick that time, a lot of people want to recall Governor Newsom, but I think he was doing a good job during the pandemic. The social services was liberal. And also, he has done some other things, like he released prisoners to fight the fires, which I thought was extremely brave of the prisoners. But the prisoners said, we want to help. Also, a lot of people in the self-help groups, they go into the prisons and jails and try to help those people. And I'm sure they do help a lot of them. And one of the best ways to cast out the demons is to help the person and cast out fear. A lot of the churches send tons of food. The Baptist church here sent showers to one of the floods. Also, if you're in Utah, if you're in Texas, and if you're in Mississippi, be very careful. It's dangerous times there. Okay, you guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. And at night, I pray for you all. And if all my followers, when we see this stuff, Mississippi is worrisome. Pray for those people. And God bless you all.